Welcome to Smash the Interview. I'm going to speak to you about things and tips on what you should do prior to interview and whilst at the interview. Okay? In the subsequent videos, I did discuss about the different types of interview. We talked about face-to-face interview, talked about telephone interview, we talked about group interview, we've talked about virtual interview. And we also discussed their advantages and their disadvantages. But in today's video, it's all about the tips on how to prepare for interviews, the things you should do prior to and whilst at the interview. Number one, try recording yourself and listening back to get a tips of how you come across over the phone. So, record yourself on the phone, listen back to it, see how you come across over the phone. The way you come across over the phone to yourself will tell you how another person perceives you. Okay. Number two, when that phone rings, please don't answer it like your family member or somebody else who called. I've called people on an interview and you know what I hear. Hello, who's that? Don't do that. Don't do that. You could say, hello, good morning, good afternoon. It's Uche Anthony speaking. How may I help you? Sound a bit professional, okay? Number three, use interjections like, okay, I see, I understand. This is for you to show that you are listening, you are engaging. Number four, before I go to number four, however, do not overdo the, okay, I see, the interjections, right? Because you don't want to interrupt the interviewer when they are talking. You want to still look professional. You know where to say it. Don't just say it anyhow. Say it when it's relevant and not interrupting the person on the other side. Okay? Number four, avoid public places and noisy places for your interview. Go to somewhere that is quiet, calm for your interview. Okay? Whether phone interview or virtual interview, please do go to a calm place for your interview. Number five, dress to impress. It sounds strange, don't it? Yes, because after all, the employer is not seeing you, especially if you are doing a telephone interview, they're not seeing you. So why would you dress very well to impress someone who can't see you? But I tell you, do not downplay telephone interview with other type of interviews because it still has the same markings. And moreover, it helps your mindset. If you dress very well, get prepared that you're going for an interview, your mind is prepared and it reflects in what you say. Another one is you could ask a family member to carry out a mock interview with you. When they carry out the mock interview, they've given you their feedback, their assessment, and you too can tell your own assessment while a mock interview is going on. Another, and what I would like you never to do is do not use slangs or informal languages. They are not important. They are a no, no, no. I'm going to do a video on informal and slang languages that you must not use on interviews. Watch out for that. Don't use slangs or informal languages. I tell you, I have seen people who at interview would say things like, well, it wasn't my fault, I tried to get in touch. No, 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 you're not trying to get in touch. You're trying to contact the person, okay? I've also hear people say things like, he showed up for his shift. You didn't show up. You arrived. Okay? You also hear people say things like, what I wanted to discuss is about, no, say it concerns, it's in regards to. When you are doing interview, choose your word wisely. Okay? And the final is ask a question. I would normally suggest while you're going for interview, write down your questions. And somehow, before the interview ends, most of your questions may be answered. But the employer will still give you an opportunity after most interview to say, have you got any question for us? And most people say, no, I'm okay. All you said is all right. It's an interview, it's a communication. These are people you're going to work for a very long time. You need to know things about them. And if your questions has been answered while the interview was going on, look for something else. You can ask something like, I understand most companies work remotely and partly working in the office. Does that apply to this role? Is a question. They will tell you. You could also ask things like, I understand your location is it's a bit jam-packed. In the places, in the offices, have they got spaces for staff car park? Or do we have to park our car somewhere and walk down? And if we're parking somewhere, do we have some kind of subsidy or is just ask things relating to the employer. Let them know that you are interested in them. Show that you like them, you want to work with them. And that is what they are looking for. No question is stupid, except if you ask about money. And please don't ask about money because you will know that how much they're going to pay or what the thing is like. You don't want to front yourself as if you are money grabbing or you're money conscious, okay? But present yourself professional and let them judge you with your presentation. And I tell you, if you stick to these few tips and on how to conduct yourself during and after interview, you will be successful in most interviews. Good luck. Bye.